Hello and welcome to your quantum jumping practice. My name is Venus and I'm happy to be sharing this space and time with you. Have you heard of quantum jumping? If not, here it is. There's so much information on it. There's a course on Mind Valley. Bert Goldman is the founder of it. He's quite old now. I think he's in his late 90s. When I came across it, it was probably 10 years ago, and honestly, I still refer to it every now and then. I don't use it as much as I did then, but I sort of cycle back around and, revisit older practices to see how I am at it now. And the reason why I love this one practice was because of its efficiency. And the summary of it is that you have a twin self. They use this as the kind of way to access this information. Not just one twin self, but quite potentially any number of twin selves. If this is a multiverse, then how is it not possible for there to be other parallel versions of you existing right now at this moment in time, all simultaneously? So the practice is that you're jumping to that version of you which has the information, state of being, mindset, energy, success level, whatever it is that you're looking for, and that by allowing a space to open between those realms, that you can then go and collect that with great ease. And just as a little kind of backstory, Bert Goldman started doing this when he was 80. So he took a complete career shift and just started to quantum jump, and gather all these skills and abilities that usually take, quite some time to become proficient at. Things like, playing the piano, painting, photography, and he, to a point where he actually became quite successful with these new endeavors by jumping and jumping and jumping and jumping to this version of him that could already do those things. So of course that's interesting for me, because I feel like sometimes life is a little bit slow. Why do we have to go through this all the time, each and every time? So I've definitely been able to gather a lot of ideas from my other selves, my twins, or whatever you want to call them. I just think that this sort of visualization point of like saying that it's a twin that you're going to meet is really helpful as a tool. It might not actually be that is so, but if it works, then it works, right? So we're going to start with your first quantum jump, and I'm going to actually read an excerpt out of the book. Before you take your first jump, there are a few things that you must know and do prior to becoming a qualified jumper. First of all, let me open you to the power of the Bagha, B-A-G-H-A. This is an ancient yoga technique that goes back thousands of years. The concept being the use of one of the so-called minor chakras, namely the talu, which is the most neglected, even though it is among the most useful of all the chakra points. The talu chakra is located at the soft palate, just behind the upper row of teeth. I learned the Bagha technique in 1950 while a disciple of Yogananda, and have used it more times I can imagine since then. The method itself couldn't be simpler. Just touch the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth. That is where the soft palate is. Now then, you may well ask, what good will that do? Well, that in itself won't do any good. It's a trigger. It's meant to set something off, an action. It's a fuse, but a fuse that isn't attached to anything will just fizzle and burn out. The Bhaga requires intent. Before you use it, you must have some outcome in mind. Touching the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth is kind of like telling your mind, hey, get ready, we're about to do something. That something is your intent. One thing you'll be doing prior to your first quantum jump is to go into the meditation state. The meditation state is a stage of consciousness where you are at ease and totally concentrating on one subject. When you are stress-free and relaxed, our meditation is a jumping off place. It is easier to reach this concentrative state of consciousness if your intention is to relax and you touch your tongue to the roof of your mouth. That is the way you use the Bhaga for your first jump. In future, whenever you desire something to happen of an immediate nature, use the Bagha. As an example, say that you are going to a restaurant and you want a good seat and wish to make the right choice. While on the way, touch your tongue to the roof of your mouth and think good seat or best choice or whatever words apply. That sets your intent. You're going somewhere and you want a parking place close to where you will be. On the way, use the Bagha and think good parking place. That's it. If that sounds kind of weird, don't judge it. Use it and soon you'll be using it constantly. No, it doesn't work every single time, but it works enough to become a valuable asset in your box of resources. Personally, I use it many times every day. Keep it simple. Now a few words about the alpha state. The medical community has separated the frequencies of the brain into 4 basic areas: delta, theta, alpha, and beta. The brain's frequency of electrical emanations changes with a variety of activities. Basically, the more emotional one is, the higher the frequency. The beta area is the aware, awake state. You are in beta when you go about your daily activities. If you were to be hooked up to an EEG mechanism, your brain would be producing about 21 cycles or frequencies per second when in beta. The more excited you are, the higher the brain frequency. The more relaxed, the lower the brain frequency. When the brain is producing about 13 cycles per second, you are in a state of relaxation and going into the alpha area, which is between 7 and 13 frequencies per second. 10 cycles per second is the ideal state of relaxation, and that is a deep state of alpha. When we speak of alpha, we generally speak of the brain producing 10 frequencies per second. This is a simplification of brainwave production, but it is all the information you require at this time. Just look at alpha as a very relaxed state of mind when you are highly concentrative. Meditation is almost always a state of alpha consciousness. The simplest way to look at alpha is to think of it as a relaxed, stress-free area. Going to alpha, totally relaxing, or meditating are very much the same thing. So with this module, your intent is to relax, meditate, visualize, and then take your first jump into an alternate universe to visit your twin self. First thing is to find a quiet place where you'll be undisturbed for 15 minutes or so. Now then, before taking the first jump, consider a problem that you have, a minor problem. What do you think the cause of that problem is? Something caused it, something you did or something you did not do, a choice that you made. That choice was the source of your problem. Think about what you can learn from the problem. If failure was involved, it was a learning experience. You learned what not to do. Problems are also learning experiences. When you jump, you do so with a fearless attitude. Consider this. Fear is simply a negative expectation. When you fear something, you expect something bad to happen. But when you jump, you are fearless because you expect something good to happen. You are going to jump into a twin self who made different choices and therefore does not have the problem. Your twin self is involved with the outcome that you are seeking. Use this first jump as an example. Kind of a test run. You will be using your visualization sense, the daydreaming mechanism of yours that creates mental images. You've daydreamed in the past for recreation and stress-free relaxation. When you use quantum jumping, you are using that same daydreaming mechanism, but this time for creation, not recreation. And now for your first jump. Remember, alpha is simply identifying a relaxed state of mind. During this meditation, we will also program and set the Bhaga for you to use at any time from now to whenever. So that's the excerpt out of the quantum jumping manual so that you know what he's talking about, and also so that we can do that activation in your first jump. Going forward, you'll be able to just go straight into the meditation, and then when you can start to see the different variations, you'll be able to kind of decide what you're going to meet, who you're going to meet, with the intent. So as long as you've got that idea in your mind, what your intention could be, and what a minor problem is that you would like to solve, then you're pretty much ready to start. So I'll give you a little bit of time just to get ready. Just go to a place where you can not be disturbed for about 15 or 20 minutes. So when you're ready, just find a nice, comfortable position. Close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Really want to relax into your body. Deep breath in, inhale, fill up, offering all your stress and tension with your exhale. Release, rest, relax, let go. Take another deep breath, and as you exhale, mentally repeat and visualize the number 3 times. Take another deep breath, and as you exhale, mentally repeat and visualize the number 2 3 times. Take another deep breath, and as you exhale, mentally repeat and visualize the number 1 3 times. To help you enter the alpha level of mind, I am going to count from 10 to 1. On every descending number, you will feel yourself going inward, and you will enter a pleasant meditation level of mind where you will be able to concentrate fully on one subject. 10, 9, feel going deeper. 8, 7, 6, deeper and deeper. 5, 4, 3, deeper and deeper. 2, 1. You are now at a pleasant level of mind where you are able to concentrate fully on one subject. At this time, concentrate on my words. You are now and always in complete control of your state of mind. You can open your eyes and be fully alert anytime you wish to be. Every time you enter this relaxed state, know that you are getting better and better in every way. Whenever you enter this relaxed meditation state, you will mentally say, every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. When you say these words, sense yourself improving in all areas of your life. Sense yourself getting better and better. Visualize improvements in your life as you mentally repeat the words, every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Relax. Relax your eyes. Relax your lips. Relax your jaw. Relax your head. Relax your neck. Relax your body. Relax your arms and hands. Relax your legs and feet. You are now completely relaxed. Repeat mentally, my body rests and refreshes itself when I consciously relax. I am relaxed now. Repeat mentally after me. Every day, my image of myself gets better. I can do anything I have a desire to do. I am a wonderful human being. There is no one else on earth exactly like me. Every day, I grow stronger, knowing that I can think, I can create, I can do anything I have a desire to do. Relax. At this time, concentrate on the image of you relaxed and at ease. Get a sense of yourself sitting or laying comfortably, eyes closed. At the alpha level, relax. At this time, concentrate on the image of you relaxed and at ease. Get a sense of yourself sitting or laying comfortably, eyes closed, at the alpha level. With that thought, you are as comfortable as you can possibly be. Still holding that image in your mind, and with your mouth closed, touch the roof of your mouth with the tip of your tongue and hold it there while I count from 1 to 3. 1, 2, 3. That's fine. In touching the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth, you were just programmed that whenever you do touch the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth, you are striving for success in something. This is an ancient technique we call the Bhaga. Use it when you wish to strengthen intent. The Bhaga is a means of telling your mind to come to attention. You want something. There are many choices that appear in your life. Some of them are clear. Some of them are purely guesswork and generally made spontaneously. When you are relaxed and stress-free, as you are now, inspiration may help you to make the right choice, the choice that you will be happy with further on down the line. At this time, think about an incident in the past that at the time seemed to be insignificant, but turned out to be the cause of a problem or problems in your life. It was an incident that you did not necessarily have to go along with. There are always other choices, other paths you might have taken. Now you will go back to that incident mentally and examine it at this alpha level. Relax. I am going to count from 1 to 3, and a door will appear in front of you. 1, 2, 3. Imagine now that there is a door in front of you. This is the transit point, the jumping off place to get you wherever your intent directs you to go. Beyond the door, there are an infinite number of dimensions, an infinite number of universes. In one of those universes, you took a different path. The incident of the past that is causing you problems now had a different conclusion, a positive conclusion. Anything that you can imagine is, in one of the infinite number of dimensions, now available to you on the other side of that door. Millions upon millions of you. Each of these selves is a twin self of yours who is experiencing a different reality than you are now because they made different choices. One of those selves of yours is experiencing the source of problems in your current life. I am going to count from 1 to 3, and at the end of the count of 3, the door will open and you will step or jump through it, whatever you are comfortable doing. You will then be back to that scene that was the source of problems in your present life. You will then be back to that scene that was the source of problems in your present life, but it will be your twin self in the scene. Just view the scene as an observer. Your twin self is going through the scene just as you did. 1, 2, 3. The door is opening and now just jump through it. You are now back at the long ago scene that is causing you problems in the present. Imagine it. View the scene as an observer only. Relax. The scene was instigated long ago by that thing that was said or done, either by you or by others. In a parallel dimension, there is another you, a double who had a different outcome to that incident. After viewing the scene as you remember it happening, come back to the other side of the transit door. 1, 2, 3. You are now back on this side of the transit door. Now I am going to count from 1 to 3, and you will again jump through the doorway, and you will find yourself observing the scene that you would like to change, except the scene has already changed. In the infinity of choices, your doppelganger made a different choice. Imagine that. View the scene as you would have liked it to be, as it is in another dimension. View your twin selves handling of the same scene that is causing you problems in the present, but observe it as your doppelganger handled it in a positive way, a way that would cause your present to be a joyful place, with success and all the best in life. At the count of 3, imagine that scene as you would have wished it to go, as it did go in that other dimension. 1, 2, 3, begin. Relax, that was fine. Now I will count from 1 to 3 and you will be back on this side of the transit door. 1, 2, 3. You are back on this side of the door, back in this dimension. Relax. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. At that moment, you will open your eyes, be wide awake and alert, feeling better than you did before. 1, 2, 3. Eyes open, wide awake, feeling wonderfully refreshed, feeling better than before. If it feels good to you, take a few deep breaths and take a little stretch. It's important with these kinds of practices to go gently with yourself, to accept whatever you get without trying to overanalyze it or judge it too much, and to essentially come back, because it's a practice, right? You might want to take notes on what you saw, how you saw it unfolding as the observer to the change that you jump to, just to be aware and notice, even also too how your body feels. So I hope you enjoyed this quantum jump. I will be making a few others as well in each of the other categories, and happy jumping.